Okay, so I wanted to make a video to show the custom Freddy Krueger that I did. This is a scene from Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. This is Jennifer's death scene, where Freddy famously says, "Here it is, Jennifer, your big break. Welcome to prime time, bitch." And then slams her head through the TV screen. So the head for this is a NECA head. It is the syringe, fingertips, and gloved version of Freddy that they did. For the antennas, I just used paper clips, and the arms on here are from a T800 from Terminator 2 that NECA did. This is not the newest version of that figure they did, but it's the first one they did. I thought the arms were a little better on it. And the blades, they're from a Freddy Krueger figure as well. And the wires that are coming from the arms, those are from the T800 figure as well. The TV is from a WWF Jack Pacific line that they had back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And the Jennifer figure, that is Dakota from Planet Terror. I used green stuff Sculpey to make the nightgown. I painted it a light blue. Here's the actual scene. And the nightgown has a pattern on it, but if you look at it from a distance, it just looks like a light blue color. The pattern would have been a little bit too difficult. And you can see the TV's mounted to the wall, and I do have mine mounted as well. So I tried to make everything as screen accurate as possible. And I did paint the wall myself. As you can see, the wall, you got a dark brown trim, then a tannish color paint, and then the rest of the wall is white from there on up. And that's what I went with as well. There's the Freddy figure. It's hard to make out, but you can see that the antennas on the Freddy actually go up quite a bit. And so I made mine pretty long as well to try to match that. And the Dakota figure, she had on heels. As you can see, the Jennifer has on slippers, so I cut off the heel part and sanded them down to make them look like slippers, and did a scuff-like paint on the bottom to make them look well worn. And there's a close-up of the Freddy from the movie. You can see he has the antenna. You can see the silver paint is on his face, but it's not completely covering his face. And again, that's what I went for as well. Can, illuminate it a little bit. So I think the figure turned out pretty well. I'm happy with it. And there's this famous line. And like I said, there's the blades. So I tried to make it as screen accurate as possible. He did have the blades on the robot arms, so I went with them as well. And the side of the TV, there was just holes there, and it was just dark around where the arms came out. Obviously, this is just a set picture from when they had Robert Englund actually in the TV setup, when they didn't have the prosthetic piece. And this is where they actually have the prosthetic head of Freddy, and then the prosthetic Jennifer, before he smashes her head in there. This is a piece that someone did. It was on eBay. This is kind of what inspired me to do this. The seller said he paid $100 for it originally and ended up selling for $74. As you can see, Freddy's head is completely covered in metallic paint. The antennas aren't very long, and one's broke. And the piece just was in kind of rough condition. The green paint on the wall, it's not movie accurate. All the blood on the floor is not movie accurate. And here's the Freddy head. They just completely covered it in paint. I'm not sure who originally did it, but instead of bidding on this figure, I figured I could do better and make my own, and I think I did a better job. This one was still cool though, but that's kind of what inspired me to do it. But I don't plan on selling mine. But here it is. It's a nice display piece. The Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors Jennifer's death scene.